My friend Kristen Bell has a hilarious series on EllenTube called Momsplaining. This is what happened when she decided to spend the afternoon with 4 teenage girls here in Los Angeles.
To all your moms out there, you doing it right.
So what do you guys like to do on, like, a fun day? Is fun... We still use the word fun, right?
I like thrifting. Like going to like Melrose, like vintage stores.
Me too.
Sure. No way.
Yes, the thrill of the hunt.
Yes.
You get something no one else has.
Yes.
Oh, we're so similar. I thought we could go to the mall. Do you want to go to the mall?
Yes. Let's go to the mall.
I knew it. We're so similar. What worries you as a teenager?
School. My future. Everything.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, school.
Yes.
Because why?
In high school, like, grades define you. Colleges are so hard to get into. Like, it's like a competition of, like, getting grades to get into those schools.
Wow.
Sometimes it's fun to have, like, a competition with your friends, but, like, when people take it too personally.
Yeah, that happens with us in our household when we play Catan. We're so similar. I have 2 little girls, you guys. They're 4 and 6. I know, right? But they're not that smart yet. They can't even say the word specific. Specific.
Specific.
Very close. Do you guys get along with your parents?
For the most part, I do. Sometimes.
It depends. Yeah, it
Depends, right?
Depends a lot.
What's one thing you've never told your mom? I won't tell.
I have a scar on my forehead, and I told my mom that I like hit a door, but I like actually snuck into this guy's house, like through his window. And then I like.
Okay.
And my mom like.
With the intent to hang out.
Well, we were just like, we were like actually we were just watching a movie.
Yes, of course. Do you guys say like a lot?
Oh,
all the time. Okay, let's have a contest.
Okay.
Let's see if we can go 3 minutes without saying the word like.
Okay. These classes where they're like, you have, like, the option is college. I would just say be respectful of other people, like, just don't get into other people's business. Like, just mind your own business.
Yeah. But I feel like it also matters a lot for, like, your future, like especially, like, California.
It seems like parents and teenagers are on different wavelengths. Like, parents are operating to have control because they're fearful, and teenagers are operating to have independence because they're growing.
Yeah, and when my mom always goes like, Julia, do not do this, then it makes me want to do it.
Of course it does. Oh, we are so similar. You guys, it's like they knew we were coming. All right, get in front of here, get in front of here. I'm the photographer now. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, that's a picture of me, hold on. Oh, it's a video. Why do moms never know how to use cameras? Put this in your pocket. Don't, that was a test. Okay.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Ooh, that was fun. Let's do that again.
And do your hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails.
Let's get some froyo. Oh my gosh, what a coincidence, you guys. Your moms are here.
Oh no. Fine.
Oh my, let's go see them. I got to spend the day with your lovely daughters who have been, I will say, nothing but respectful and kind and open. So cheers to you guys for raising those kinds of women.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. They have all said that they are friends with you. And the other thing I learned is that they feel like they want you to trust them a little bit more than you do. But I will say, in my limited time with them, they seem pretty darn trustworthy.
Yes, they are. They're good girls.
So do you guys have any advice about raising young women so that they can turn out like the result you guys got?
Make them all keep coming to your house. Be the house.
Be the fun house.
Yeah, get to know all of their friends really well.
Oh, that seems so tedious.
No, it's worth it.
Okay. I've learned a lot of valuable lessons today.
We can make it right, so go and let it all hang out tonight. Do your hair talk, check my nails, baby.
Oh.
Uh-oh, watch this.
That's a mom problem solved.
Nothing a little frozen yogurt can't fix, am I right? Actually, can I get a... much better. I'm a mom, guys.
Wow. I will say after watching that as a father of 2 children, 2 girls, I'm terrified. You can watch season 4 of Momsplaining right now on EllenTube. We will be right back.
A lot of Thanksgiving traditions. One tradition we have on this show is every year I try to help you get ready for the holidays. I know that you're going to have family over, so I want to prepare you for what to expect when you all sit together for dinner. Bring out my table, please. Oh, boy. All righty. As always, at the head of the table, there's Grandpa. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Grandpa finally discovered the internet. Grandpa, what have you learned?
I'm on Tinder for grandpas. I think it's called Grindr.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right. And Grandpa's invited his new special friend. Oh. Hi. What's your name?
Brian.
Okay. Grandpa, what would Grandma think of this?
You go ask her. She's in the kitchen.
All right. All right, next to Grandpa the friend, there are new neighbors who just moved in across the street. Here are the neighbors, and for some reason, they just can't keep their hands off of each other. Either because they're newlyweds or they're on Molly. We don't know. As always, you have to invite your Aunt Melissa. You only invited her for dinner, but she stays the whole week. Okay. Hi, and also this year, Aunt Melissa has a special secret she's finally ready to share with everyone.
I'm gay.
Yeah. Kind of knew that, Aunt Melissa. We all kind of figured it out. All right, down here, you put your 2 nieces. They're in college now, so they've outgrown the kids' table, but they haven't outgrown their obsession with Frozen. And there's one who's obsessed with Elsa right here. Okay, and then there's her jealous sister. They fight about everything, and she thinks Anna is better. Is that how you like your mashed potatoes?
Big time.
Okay.
Big time.
Really? Okay, good. All right. I don't know why you're here. Shouldn't you be working on Frozen 3 now?
Yeah.
All right.
I can't believe I got a babysitter for this.
Well, you did.
I mean...
You sure did. Look at that. Is that delicious or what?
What's wrong good.
Okay. Well, I'm here to celebrate you.
What?
No, I've got to do a show. You can go home now. I still have to stay. Woo! You're so dolled up. Where are you going after this?
I was just meeting a girlfriend and I wanted to.
Really? You did this for me?
I did.
Oh, well, you look beautiful.
I certainly don't wear things like this at home.
No?
No.
No, that's why I thought you were going somewhere after this.
No, just going to a rock climbing gym with my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. True story.
And do you climb the rocks as well?
I do not. No.
Oh.
I'm afraid of like back and neck injuries, whereas they are not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing about children.
I know.
And are they hooked up to a harness of some sort?
Nope.
Wow. And that seems fine to you?
Yeah, you know, it's like they're not nimble enough to get high enough to where they'd actually have an injury, and it's a little padded.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I've never been to one of those things. They look fun, and it looks like a fun thing for kids to do.
They're pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah. Can I ask what happened to your child's head in this picture? I saw a picture of, which child is this, by the way? I don't know her name.
Oy, 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 oy. That is the back of my youngest daughter's head. And the story behind
what's her name?
Delta.
Delta, and Delta is how old?
5. She just turned 5. So she has this intense obsession with bathing with her stuffies. Like, she likes to take all of her stuffed animals into the bathtub. And it's like, in my head, I'm like, well, it's a cool sensory thing. I'm gonna let her do it. But she role plays with them. And so she wants me to leave the room. And now that she's 5, I'm like, okay, I can start to make dinner. I mean, it's this much water in the bathtub. So she's in there, and then I go to get her out, and I pull her out. I go, oh, I don't think you got the conditioner out of your hair. And she says, no, I did. I rinsed it. And then, 10 minutes later, as I'm putting her pajamas on, I'm like, what did you use? And she was like, the Vaseline.
First of all, is that the entire tub of Vaseline?
It was quite a bit of the Vaseline,
And
yes.
why did she think why was that in her reach?
Because her mother left her alone in the bathroom.
Okay.
And she likes sensory play. And how you get it out is this. It was 3 rounds of Hello Bello shampoo, 1 round of clarifying shampoo, 2 rounds of dish soap, and then we still had to wait 4 days because none of that worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Dawn is what they use when animals, with the birds get oil spills and all that.
Yes.
So Dawn, you'd think Dawn would do that.
I thought it did cut the grease down.
Delta Dawn. How about that?
Oh
Delta Dawn. What's that? What?
It cut the grease a little bit. No, I mean, yeah, I like Dawn. It worked a little bit.
Wow. Well, I'm sure it was somewhat combed out after that.
No, we didn't touch it. I mean, who's she got to impress?
That's true.
You know?
That's true. Start saving for therapy now. And then I love that you, of course, rescue dogs, and you have a one-eyed dog.
I do.
That's so cute.
Barbara!
Look at that.
Barbara Biscuits. She's gonna turn 12 this year. We got her last year. And she's just a hot mess. Dax calls her the old dirty golf rag because that's what she looks like. She is wet.
She looks like she has Vaseline in her hair right now.
Yeah, well, you know what? She walked right into the pool.
Oh, no.
Because she's blind in this eye, and this eye only has 20% sight, but none of it involves the edge of the pool.
Well, thank God somebody was there to catch her.
Yes, and I scooped her right up.
Yeah.
But
you're not looking good as a mom or a pet owner right now.
Whoa, the results are in. No, I take wonderful care of her, and I deal with all of her, the senior dogs.
Yeah, it's great to rescue a senior dog is the best thing. That's so sweet that you did that.
Yeah, despite how much she puts us through, because she doesn't, she came at 11 years old, and there's no really training a dog like that. Also, I think she has a really tiny brain, so it's not gonna work. But she hasn't figured out that going outside is where you go to the bathroom, or maybe she has and she just doesn't enjoy it. But I will leave her outside for like 5 hours. She'll be on the porch in the yard, and then she'll run right inside and pee on the kitchen bath mat. The kitchen mat.
Oh, no.
It's like she's standing outside the door going, let me in, I gotta pee, let me in. Oh, let me in, because she will only pee on the mat in the kitchen.
Wow. Well, have you tried putting the mat outside?
I have, when I wash it and then I dry it outside.
Yeah.
No interest.
Wow. Because you can build a kitchen-looking thing outside in the yard with the mat, so she thinks that is the kitchen. You have enough money to do that. You can do that.
I guess I could. I never thought about that as a solution.
Think about it. I wanted you to tell this story because I heard about it this morning. It's hilarious, about your mother, your Dax flirting with your mother?
She was coming in town and sends him a text like, be there by 11. And then sends something else that says, can't wait to see you tonight. And he meant to respond, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, and instead he responds, eggplant, eggplant, eggplant. And when he did it, he went, oh no, I made a huge mistake. And I was like, what? And he shows me the phone. And by the way, the minute you involve an eggplant emoji, the whole story changes, because now it reads, I'll be there at 11, can't wait to see you tonight. Which is not how the original text read or what she intended, but thankfully, she didn't know what an eggplant emoji was.
She does now. All right, we have to take a break. More with Kristen after this. We're back with Kristen Bell, and first of all, this is the 1-year anniversary of Hello Bello, which, I mean, and it's doing so well. It usually takes a company a long time to establish and do well, and this is doing so well. Congratulations.
Thank you. We've been so lucky. And it's a 1-year anniversary. Well, first of all, it's been so awesome because when we started this, we were very honest with the people that we collaborated with, and we were like, we don't need another paycheck. Just to be blunt, we want to make a for-profit company that does really good things in the world, that has accessibility and makes sure that parents can not choose between their baby or their budget and create a community. And luckily, we've given away over 1 million diapers in our first year alone to 70 different organizations. And we installed a first responders discount last year. So all first responders, military.
So good.
And then we are giving new and expectant parents a free week's worth of diapers on us. Everyone in North America who is newly or expecting, and you just pay like $1 in shipping, and we'll send you a week's worth of diapers, not a sample pack, to just tell you we can hope we can lift a little bit of the burden of having a child.
That's fantastic, Kristen. That's great. You do the series Momsplaining, which you're fantastic, and there's something that I don't know much about having a child, but when you breastfeed, I guess you have to be aware all the time of everything. And I don't know if you saw, the woman she had self-tanning on, and then she was breastfeeding, and look at the baby's face. This is after she realized.
Oh, yeah, wow. That checks out.
I mean,
that checks out.
What a shock when you're like, what's wrong with your...
And then now the baby's got a 5 o'clock shadow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a hobo. It looks like a hobo.
It does look like a hobo baby.
Get on a train in a minute. And then you just wrote your first children's book, which is called?
The World Needs More Purple People.
Great
I'll
name.
let you deduce what the title means, but my friend Ben Hart and I, Ben Hart also works on Hello Bello, he drew all these little icons. He's very talented. It occurred to us that our children were even subconsciously absorbing all these conversations about divisiveness and differences, and that we weren't really talking about the things that make us similar, which is, newsflash, literally everything, other than a couple opinions. So we wrote a book that serves as kind of a manual to kids, and I think should be required reading for adults, about the things that make us similar, like loving, laughing, and hard work, and just to remind us all that we're just one group of people.
Because red and blue makes purple.
Bingo.
I like it. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
More with Kristen after this. We're back with Kristen Bell, and not only is it the 1-year anniversary of your Hello Bello line, but it's also 1 year to the day that you and Dax played Taste Buds together on the show, which is one of our favorite segments we've ever done.
Oh my God.
I mean, Taste Buds is just a fun game anyway, but the two of you, please enjoy, everyone. Kristen, you are starting hands behind your back.
Behind my back.
And
what about hair, Ellen?
I'll hold your hair.
Okay.
All right. And then you will taste this and describe it and tell him what it is.
Where is it?
It's down here.
Oh, ew.
Hon, we're on a clock. We're on a clock. Let's raise some money.
A lentil loaf of some sort.
Oh,
no, it's oatmeal. It's dry oatmeal.
Hold on. Honey, I'm supposed to guess.
You're not.
You would say, we eat it in the morning, Bob's red milk.
Yeah.
And then I say, oatmeal.
The whole point is that you don't say it. He says it, okay? All right. It is your turn. You know how to play the game.
I can't work under these conditions.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
All right. Lean down.
So sorry.
Oh, yeah, you put it on a hot dog and a hamburger and french fries.
Mustard!
No.
Oh, my God.
ketchup. Okay, good. You said it.
Don't say the food.
All right, don't say the food. You describe
Oh,
it.
man.
All right.
Oh, ow.
Take your time.
It's a crunchy, after dinner snack, and it's shaped like a big worm. And it has a, when you leave milk out, it turns into?
An Oreo.
No.
Oh, cheese.
Yeah, and it's something like that is in the name too.
Macaroni and cheese.
No, it's a crunchy after dinner
cheese.
snack.
A crunchy after dinner snack of cheese? Nobody eats an after dinner cheese
It's
snack.
what we take to the sand dunes to
She
snack
said
on.
after dinner snack.
Okay, that's out.
It's
That's
what
out.
we take to the sand dunes. See, when we eat crappy food.
Chips.
Yeah, but what kind are the best kind?
Oh,
they
Ruffles,
look like
rubber
fingers.
sour
They
cream.
look like
Ruffles, sour
fingers.
cream. Sour cream and cheddar.
They look like fingers.
Cheez-Its. I said Cheez-Its.
They're not Cheez-Its.
Taking this.
Mustard.
They look like fingers. Fingers, Dad.
Fingers, and they're made of cheese. String cheese.
They're crunchy, and they look like a finger, and they have a curve like a cashew, but they're not a cashew.
There's
They're bright orange, and there's a big tiger that sells them.
There's a big what?
Tiger. Is he a tiger?
Oh.
No.
No.
No, he's not
He's
a tiger.
a cheetah.
Oh, Cheetos!
God!
There's a million things I would have described that as.
All right.
Chester the... What? Oh. I get this every time we go to ArcLight with 1 squirt of butter.
What? Popcorn.
Yes. Who's good at this? All right.
Oh, it's rabbit food. It's what I ate in the garden.
Oh my goodness.
And it has the most antioxidants of any type of
Spinach.
No, it's the kind that you put with blue cheese on.
I put blue cheese on.
Blue cheese, Dax! And bacon and
Oh, a wedge. Iceberg.
Yes. No, we're not stopping this game.
Yeah. I'll play this all year. What the hell? Oh my God. Oh. Chimpanzees eat it. It grows on a tree. It's yellow.
eucalyptus.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Do you see a pattern emerging?
Ooh.
What?
Mm.
Oh.
It's
It makes you take a nap?
no, it's very good. It's what kids like after dinner.
Oh
and you
my
make
God.
it up.
Time of day is not relevant, honey.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Kids
Okay.
like it. Great.
Can I say what flavor it is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's chocolate flavor,
Okay.
and it's mushy, and it's
Pudding.
Yes! That is the game. We're going to round it up to $10,000. Cares about supporting. Cross-State Cancer Foundation. Now, how was that drive home after that game?
Not great.
No?
I was so embarrassed. That's one of my most embarrassing moments of all the things I've ever done, privately or in public, because I'm so competitive. But the minute I said the word oatmeal and realized the game was to describe oatmeal, all my wires started crossing, and my brain was like a kaleidoscope. And I could only really access the time of day when you ate the food.
Hey, you can find Hello Bello at Walmart and hellobello.com. We'll be right back. So you're in the process of adopting a baby.
Yes. Yes.
And like literally right now, any minute. Like do you have your phone on?
No, I was not allowed to bring my phone, but it could ring at any minute.
Yeah.
Fatherhood is imminent.
Like you're like any minute now.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a baby. All right.
Like
well,
that.
we got something for you for your growing family.
Oh my God!
You guys, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Look, I was just relaxing in your new rocker, in components of your new nursery.
Oh my gosh.
that is a gift from both The Ellen Show and also at Hello Bello. We heard your story and we are so excited for you that we want to give you a lifetime of anything you want from Hello Bello. So you'll get all of this, plus just go on the site and just order whatever you need. Because we are a part of your village too. Congratulations.
All right. Now, and guess what you're doing after this? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to play Taste Buds. You're going to play Taste Buds to get something else.
Make me proud. Make me
All
proud.
right. We'll be right back.
Our first guest has always been an open book, a big oversharer, and never edits herself. Is it too much? No, that's why we love her. Please welcome Kristen Bell.
Yay, I love her.
Hello, my friends.
Hi, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm oddly excited to be out of the house and talking to adults. I really, really am.
Now, when you say out of the house, where are you?
Well, I'm in the attic above the garage where he does his podcast. I'm actually in the Lazy Boy. I'm doing this from Daddy's chair. Look at the comfort level this man has when he records his podcast. It's crazy.
Right. Now you see why he likes that Lazy Boy.
It's true.
Let's talk about what happened to Dax. He's wearing a cast, and what was the injury? What happened?
Well, as you know, Dax. Well, he went on an essential off-roading trip right when the quarantine began, and it was by himself, but he was off-roading in the mountains, and he had, I think, a buddy with him, but they're in separate off-road vehicles, and he got to the edge of a cliff, and the cardinal rule, he's very embarrassed about this injury because the cardinal rule is you don't put your hands on the roll cage or outside the car at any time. That's the only chance of injury. And he was sitting on the edge of a cliff, and he put his hand up just to look out, and the weight of his arm tipped his Polaris RZR, is what he was on, over. And you don't get injured when you're inside them, but I will tell you something. It did crush all the bones in his hand.
Oh, God.
All the bones in his hand?
Yeah, shattered.
Wow.
Yeah. And then last week, he had 7 pins put in, and last week, one of them started to, eject itself from his cast. And you know Dax Shepard, he not only holds a degree in anthropology, but also in dentistry, surgery. And so he called his doctor and he said, hey, can I pull this pin out? Here, look at it. And his doctor was like, do it. And he did. He is his own doctor. Told.
Yeah.
Are
you showing it?
Whoa! Oh my God. Okay, wait. The pin was just ejecting itself from that through a cast?
Well, not through the heart of the cast, but the cast stops here and the pins go in this way, right? I'm also a doctor, so pay attention. So the cast is like this and the pins go here. And one of the pins, his body just decided I don't need this, you're out. And it started coming out right here and we could see it. And that's why he called the doctor. And then he pulled it out. And now he's a doctor.
Can I ask a spousal question?
Oh, sure.
Your husband in quarantine goes off-roading. He crushes his hand.
Yeah.
He calls you. He says, my hand is smashed from off-roading. Do you say, oh, baby, I am so sorry? Or do you say, of course you did, you idiot?
Excellent question, Andy. Well,
which one are you?
First of all, he didn't call me, okay? He drove home like this, or it was his left hand, like this. Oh. And the first thing he said when he walked in the door was, I just don't want to be in trouble. Which is crazy because I don't, he's never in trouble with me. I mean, I'll let you know if I'm disappointed in your actions, but I'm an adult and he's an adult. I can't get him in trouble, but apparently I've got...
I'm the same way.
My approval.
That's why I asked that. I'm the same way.
I said you're in trouble, but it's not the smartest move we could have made.
No. But I can't believe there was just an extra pin that didn't need to be in there that the doctor said, yeah, you can take that one out. Let's see what happens when the cast comes up.
Stuck on the pin.
Yeah. I'm just confused.
Do you know what I did with the pin? I plied it into the shape of a heart. and I attached a little wire and I made a Christmas ornament.
Oh my God.
Aren't you crafty?
Crafty or
more
gross? I
perfect.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful, sweet memory. So let's talk about what's happening around the house. Who's doing what? Because everybody is doing things that they hadn't done, and I picture both of you like having projects.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've tried to have a lot of projects, and I've, reorganized all the drawers that I possibly could. Dax is, as being one-handed, he's struggling for things to do. Although I will say he did clean out the drain in our shower the other day, and he removes the drain and he stuck a hanger in there, and he pulled out the biggest wad of fur that I have ever. You must think I'm so gross. It was the size of like a small purebred dog. It was like a gigantic thing of hair, and it was disgusting. And he put it in a bag, and he came outside, and he was like, "Look at what just came out of our shower." We were all like, disgusting. Oh. And then even now, that was a week and a half ago, our girls won't shower in that shower because they're like scared the hair monster is gonna come up and suck them down the drain.
Oh. Can I ask how long it's been since you've cleaned that drain?
7 years.
Okay.
Oh my God. Did you make it into an ornament?
No. We tossed it. It was so smelly.
Oh my God.
It's gross.
You should
Ellen,
make it.
Save me. It's gross over here.
Oh my God.
She needs to get out.
It's time to move. I saw that. Well, we should take a break because there's so much more I want to talk to you about. So let's take a break. We'll talk about your daughter and stuff like that. We'll be back.
Let's take a break.
We're back with Kristen Bell. Can I talk about the sign that your daughter made for you, which is really, really sweet?
Yeah.
Let's show the sign first of all. And what made her do that? That was just out of nowhere.
Well, at her school, they have social emotional learning classes. And in their social emotional learning class that week, they talked a lot about bucket fillers. She's in first grade, and they talk a lot about how to fill someone's bucket, and just get some intrinsic value to make yourself feel intrinsic self-esteem. And so their homework was to make bucket fillers for their whole family and hide them. And so I found this note next to my bed as I was falling asleep that said, "You are a great home teacher." It was my bucket filler.
God, I love that.
What a sweet thing. What a great thing to start in first grade. That's we should continue that on so we'd have nicer people in the world. That's really sweet.
Agreed. Yeah, and I did it.
Love it.
And you're teaching your younger one as well?
I gave up. To be honest, I threw in the towel because I attempted to give her some math problems in the beginning of this quarantine, and I handed them to her, and she answered the first and second one, and then she got real sassy, and in the answer grid of the rest of the questions, she just wrote, no. What's 4 plus 4? No. What's 10 minus 1? No. What's 3 minus 2?
Oh my God,
no.
I love her. I love her.
That's cute. That's so cute. How are the doggies doing?
The doggies are good. They are so thrilled that we're home. Because we got a new foster failure this past year named Frank. We were gonna foster, obviously we failed. And Frank is my best buddy. And the reason that we failed with fostering him is because about 2 weeks in, he wouldn't be more than a foot away from me ever. He was so into me, but it wasn't like out of nerves. It was out of thirst. This dog, when he stares at me, Ellen, I know in my bones, he's looking at me with bedroom eyes. I know it. I can feel it. He's in love with me, and I thought it would be like child separation if I gave him away. So now I just have to keep him, and I have like this dog who's beyond into me, and he follows me around absolutely everywhere, looking at me with sex in his eyes.
That's sweet.
Well, I'm not sure it's sex in the eyes, Kristen. I think that the dog probably loves you, and I think it's just looking at you, unless that's what Dax's eyes look like when he wants the sex?
I swear to God, Ellen, this dog's gonna murder me one day. This dog is single white female.
Well, it's a good thing you're keeping it.
I literally have no choice.
Yeah.
That might be a good place to break.
All right. Yeah, I think so too. I need to finish reading my book, The World Needs More Purple People, but we'll talk about that when we come back from this break. And we're back. We're back with Kristen Bell. All right, Dax has been campaigning to play the Tiger King, to play Joe Exotic in the Tiger King movie. But now Joe Exotic says he wants Brad Pitt to play him. So I know how he feels about Brad. What does he feel about taking a role away from Brad if Brad gets it?
Sure. Well, I mean, this happens often. They are usually in competition for the exact same role at all times, so they're used to it. But now that they're friendly, it is going to be a difficult decision. We're going to have to maybe let the public decide. The only thing is, Dax has said he's so afraid of big animals. I mean, he's kind of afraid of little animals too. Like he's incredibly afraid to be in a cage with tigers. So he's exploring what the CG options would be, so he wouldn't have to actually be in a cage of tigers.
All right. Well, he doesn't deserve the role. Let's talk about the children's book. It is a perfect time for this book. It is called The World Needs More Purple People. And I mean, everybody is reading to their kids anyway. So the fact that this book is coming out now and it's perfect for this time, don't you think?
It's weird to have we knew the book was going to come out June 2nd, and we'd been working on it for, a year and a half. Books take a really long time. And when we found out we would all be quarantined, we were like, oh, bummer, the book tour. But then I felt in my bones like maybe this was the perfect time, because the book, it came out of an idea that my friend Benjamin Hart and I had, where we were sitting around with all our kids, and it all of a sudden occurred to us that all of our kids are absorbing all these conversations about divisiveness. Like, we're sitting at the dinner table and adults like stimulating debate. And we go, I believe this. No, that's wrong because I believe this. And we talk about differences all day, and we don't realize how much they are spongy and they soak it all up. When are we actually talking about similarities? When are we talking about trust? When are we talking about inclusion? And so we said, what if we created a purple person? That's the goal, to be a purple person. And purple is when red people and blue people can come together and people can trust and listen to each other. And we wanted to sort of create a social identity narrative about a roadmap for the 5 key things that you want to look for in a person and strive to be, which is like a hard worker, a critical thinker, someone who laughs a lot. And if you can first look for those features in someone else, then you can hear their point of view responsibly. So we don't walk into rooms thinking we have enemies. We walk into rooms thinking we have friends.
That is fantastic.
What a great message.
Yeah, that's a great message that maybe you should write an adult book too. Maybe, hopefully these adults reading it to their kids will let this sink in. But I mean, really, what a great message that is. We do have to look for what we have in common, because it can get crazy out there. The one thing that you just don't agree with, everybody latches onto and and gets angry.
Take a break.
We're going to take a break. We're back. We're back with Kristen Bell. I want to show people an episode from the new season of Momsplaining. And you took Andy to talk to kids about sex. Let's ask, first of all, how do you think he did, and then we'll see it.
How do I think he did? Not great. I'm sure. I'm not positive he exactly knows what it is, because he was incapable of describing it. And it's strange because he looks so much like an adult. He really does, right? Like, he looks full grown, but then when the minute he opens his mouth, he becomes a middle schooler.
Yep, I agree. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and I've had sex. A lot of sex. Am I bragging? Maybe. Today, me and my friend Andy Lassner are gonna find out what kids know about the birds and the bees. Hey, Andy?
Hey.
Hey, come on in here for a second. I got a question. Do
Yes.
you know where babies come from?
The area of a woman and into a family.
Oh, well, this is gonna be fun.
To all your moms out there, you doing it right.
the ball. No, we can share this one. We can share.
Knock, knock.
Hi,
guys.
Hi, kids.
Ow. Oh, jeez.
Hi, children.
I'm Kristen. This is my friend Andy. We're parents.
Yeah, so we've made babies.
Right, but not
What?
parents together.
No, not together, but we've done baby stuff.
How many
What are we
kids do you
talking
have?
about?
First of all, chill. Man, we talked about this. You
Just
gotta have
ease into
confidence
it.
and chill.
Okay.
How many kids do you have,
I
Andy?
have 3 kids.
That he knows of. Right?
She's being silly.
We wanted to meet with you guys today because we wanted to get a sense of what you guys think about.
Like, what do you and your friends like to talk about?
Yeah.
Soccer.
Soccer.
Doing flaps. Princesses.
Princesses?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about, would you be a parent one day?
Yeah.
You have?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You don't know.
Leave your options open.
But where do the babies come from?
Their parents. No, the mom.
How does the baby show up?
The mommy makes it.
The mommy makes it. Mommy grows it, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing that's interesting about babies is it all starts, you know what your body's made up of? Have you ever heard a word cell? A cell?
No.
It starts with just 2 cells getting together. One from a male and one from a female. And that doesn't mean that the baby then ends up with a male and a female. It could end up with 2 men or 2 women. But the way it starts is from a male has a cell and a woman does, and the male cell goes
Do
up.
you guys know what love is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my mom so much. I just want to cry because she's so sweet.
You know, that's how I feel about my kids, and I bet that is exactly how your parents feel about you. Since we definitely know what love is, do you guys
Right.
want to draw a picture of what love feels like to you?
Yeah.
Your abstract interpretation of love.
I never fully got to explain the cell thing.
Do you want me to ask them to stop drawing? So
No.
you can give the
While they're
science
drawing,
lesson?
I can just explain that the
Okay.
2 cells get together through juices, and then the baby grows.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Now I feel like we've at least
I'm sure their
done our
parents are
part.
going to be very grateful.
You're welcome, kids.
Abigail, would you tell me about this picture of love?
I love my mom and my mom likes me.
That's fantastic.
I like that.
Elijah, would you tell me about this picture of love?
About my mom and dad.
Your mom
Is
and
that your mom and dad?
They
Are you-
love each other.
That's really good.
All right, I'll do mine.
Okay.
This is a bowl of pasta because I love pasta.
How does that teach them anything?
That's why we wanted you to draw pictures and we wanted you to tell us what your feelings of love were.
And yours is just a bowl of pasta.
Well, I like pasta.
Okay.
In fact, I love pasta.
Okay. That's the message.
Andy, would you like to go?
Okay, I'll go now. So this is, to me, what love is. A woman with making milk for a baby, and then the baby drinks the milk.
Thank you, Andy.
Well, this is very impressive.
This was fantastic.
I feel like I've learned more from you than you've learned from us.
That is understandable and realistic.
I'm genuinely concerned we messed up those kids.
You know what? Everybody needs something to talk about in therapy.
Yep. I love that show. I love what you do on it. You can catch new episodes of Momsplaining every Wednesday on EllenTube. Kristen, thank you so much. I love you. Say hi to Dax and family.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right, our first guest is one of our favorites. Please welcome the lovely, the wonderful Kristen Bell. So I know how hard this is because I've gone through this, but I know you just lost your dog a few days ago. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. It was sudden and obviously a really big bummer, but we got to say goodbye. Both my girls got to say like a nice closing goodbye where they held her and, you know, I didn't just take her to the vet and not let them see her. And, you know, she was 14 actually. And I still, all I take from it is how grateful I am to have been able to spoil her like the queen she was for the last 2 years. So many people are like, they think senior dogs maybe aren't the best fit for them. And I know it's hard when something dies and people tend to think about that like, oh, it's gonna die. And I'm like, newsflash, everything is gonna die at some point. And I just hope that if anyone fell in love with Barbara, that they would open their hearts and homes to senior dogs, because their proclivities and getting to know them, it's so wonderful. I'll carry her forever in my heart.
Yeah, and I hope people watching, listening to this will be inspired by that. I think that's great. You're wonderful. You and Dax are so, I love you both, and I love that you're both so honest. And Dax was recently honest about that he strayed from sobriety.
Whoopsies.
Yes, and because he was sober for how many years?
16.
Wow, that's and how's he doing now?
He is actually doing really great. I mean, look, you know, everybody's up against their own demons. Sometimes it's anxiety and depression, sometimes it's substance abuse. And the thing I love most about Dax is A, that he was able to tell me and tell us and say, we need a different plan, right? Like, we have a plan. If he has to take medication for any reason, I have to administer it. But he was like, so we need a stronger plan. I was faltering, and I have to do some sort of emotional work to figure out why I wanted to use again. And one of the main reasons I love him is that he's also addicted to growth. He's addicted to evolving. And he was like, I don't want to risk this family, and I did. So let's put, you know, new things in place to make sure it doesn't happen again. And he's, you know, we're going back to therapy, and I love that he's addicted to growth, and I will continue to stand by him because he's very, very worth it.
You know what? It's interesting. You know, I always look for the lesson in everything that comes into my life, because I think that it does come into your life for a reason. And I think just even, you've been married for so long, people have a tendency to get kind of into a groove or a rut or whatever, but the fact that you're going to therapy now because of this, like, it's just going to open up a whole new chapter and a wonderful new...
100%.
Yeah, he's healing well, because when you were here, when you were able to be here with me, he had one, it was like a dune buggy kind of accident, right? And
yeah, he shattered his hand.
Yeah.
He shattered his hand. He's doing fine. I mean, his shoulder was, on the second accident, his shoulder was, they put a can opener in his shoulder, Ellen. I mean, it is, I saw the pictures from the surgery. There is a straight up can opener holding his shoulder together.
That's hands, helpful.
I guess, are still hands. Though I will say he's net zero for knuckles, but they're in different places. They're all scattywampus. He lost a knuckle in the first accident, and then it like started poking out right there. You can see on the video. And then he lost another one, and it came down a little bit. So, I mean, he's got the right amount of knuckles. They're just not in the right place.
Right. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go to therapy now just after seeing that. That's what that's done to me. Well, I'm happy that he's healing well. I saw a picture this morning. What's happening with your girls making their own breakfast? I don't think it's going well, personally.
I'm trying so hard. Those are, first of all, okay, I've been trying to get them to make their own breakfast, because one of the things I've been doing in COVID is sleeping in a little bit later, right? Why not?
Yeah.
I know they're not going to use the stove. They know the rules. The problem is, we haven't had enough discussion about the colors on the plate. They were like, but we have a red color. I'm like, ketchup is not a vegetable. And if you go back to the other one, sadly, at the other picture, one of those plates is not a plate. It's a dog bowl lid.
I see that.
I don't, look, we're working on it is the point, but I'm not ready to give up sleeping in a half an hour later than them. And really, they just need calories, right?
Yeah, yeah. You'll show them. Hey, Kristen, we have to take a break and do some commercials here. They're very, very entertaining ones, so people will want to watch the commercials, and then we'll continue the entertainment after the commercials are over. We'll be back. All right, we're back with Kristen Bell, and you started working with The Tiny Chef. This is, tell everybody about The Tiny Chef.
The Tiny Chef, I've got that book too, Ellen, became a dear friend of mine about 3 years ago. I found him on Instagram. He's about 6 inches tall, and he's an herbivore chef. He cooks all the time. He sort of has a pretty major speech impediment, but it's very cute to listen to. And we just became friends. He's kind of obsessed with Hollywood and celebrities, but he has, he tapes himself while he cooks. And he recently wrote a book, and he had asked a bunch of people to submit quotes, and then guess who ended up on the back?
Wow, look at you.
The thing I love about him so much is that he is, you know, this has been a pretty dark year for a lot of people, and he is just light and love, and everything he does I want to watch.
That's fantastic. Well, that sounds adorable. There's also, you're doing something with, I want to talk about this skincare line. It's a CBD skincare line, and it's called Happy Dance. Tell everybody about that.
Well, I discovered CBD, I guess 5 years ago. This company, Lord Jones, made like a lotion for your feet, and I would use it before I walk the red carpet in heels and stuff. And I was pretty hesitant about CBD because I didn't know much about it, and there's a lot of noise in that space. Like, it's hard to describe, but CBD is like a portion of the hemp plant that will not get you high at all, because obviously I can't use that on a daily basis or do that around children. But I am really proud of this because everything I saw in the CBD space was high quality, but also really high price point. So I contacted Lord Jones, who I loved, and I was like, can we do something together, but make it a price point that people can afford, that people can buy, that will just be, help them with self-care as an everyday thing in their lives. And I'm so happy with it. It's such high quality, and I use it every day, and it's gonna launch in like a week or two.
It's fantastic. I love it. I love the name. I love you. And the Tiny Chef is available everywhere books are sold. For more information on Kristen's new skincare line, go to our website. Everyone here is getting $250 worth of Happy Dance products because of the generosity of Kristen. We're going to play a game when we come back. We'll be right back with Kristen. All right, we're back with Kristen Bell. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we wanted to raise some money for breast cancer research with our game Drawer Dash. Okay, if anyone from the Rolling Stones is watching, any song will do, or Coldplay, anything other than, what was that? Oh my God. All right, here's how this works. I am going to ask you to run and bring me back something like something that starts with S, and you have 10 seconds to do it. Shutterfly will donate $1,000 to Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Here's your first item. Bring me something that you wish you could get rid of, but Dax won't let you. She's going to try to carry that chair.
Oh, I know.
He has that huge lazy boy chair. I'm sure she'd love to get rid of. Oh, you ran out of time. You ran out of time, but
no,
what is it?
I actually like that chair now, Ellen. I don't even know. What is it is the point. It's like 100 remotes. But he's like, let's keep them because we don't know, like, you know, I'm like, that's the point. We don't know. We don't have this many TVs. There's like 2 TVs in our house.
That's ridiculous.
It's absurd.
No, throw those away right now while we're here. Just throw them away.
Right now?
Yeah, just throw them away. Okay.
I'm going to say you told me to.
All right, you can. All right, bring me something furry.
That counts. That's furry.
I don't see a lot of fur on that leg, but I'll accept it. All right.
It's blonde there.
All right. Bring me something you recently ordered on Amazon. Oh, just in time.
Just in time. It's for peeing in the car.
That also could qualify as the embarrassing one that you just brought us.
It's a female urination device.
I see it. I see it. I see it. All right, one last one. We're One last one. Bring me something you can't sleep without.
Thank you. This is Franklin.
Franklin.
He's a little depressed about his sister, but
Oh, I bet. You're going to get another one, aren't you?
Of course. I'm going to get so many more.
Good. Shutterfly cares about supporting breast cancer research, so they're going to round it up to $10,000 for BCRF. Yay. All right. Bye, Kristen. Bye, Franklin. Bye, Franklin. We'll be right back. All right, we have a little announcement to make, but first I need a couple of friends to help me out. There they are, Kristen and Dax. Hello, you two. Hi. So you know that I love any time that either of you are on the show, but together, I mean, really, you're the best. A couple of years ago, we had you two play a game called Taste Buds, and it was so much better than we ever could have hoped for. And it gave us an idea that my producers and I came up with a brand new game show that we're so excited about, and it's going to be on NBC. So just everyone take a look at this. Lean down.
So sorry. Oh yeah, you put it on a hot dog and a hamburger and french fries.
Mustard! No!
Oh my God! You put mustard on a french fry.
Oh, it's rabbit food. It's what I eat in the garden.
Oh my goodness.
And it has the most antioxidants.
Spinach.
No, it's the kind that you put with blue cheese on it.
I put blue cheese on it.
Blue cheese, Dax! And bacon and...
Oh, a wedge, iceberg.
Yes.
Oh my God. What? Oh, chimpanzees eat it. It grows on a tree. It's yellow.
Eucalyptus.
Oh my goodness. Macaroni and cheese.
No, it's a crunchy after dinner snack.
Oh,
They look
Ruffles,
like
rubber
fingers.
sour
They
cream.
look like
Ruffles,
fingers.
sour cream and cheddar.
They look like fingers.
Cheez-Its. I said Cheez-Its.
They're not Cheez-Its.
Taking this. I saw it, and I cannot ever unsee it.
It's gratuitous and it's graphic.
Was it painful? Sure.
Yeah. Did it almost kill us? Absolutely.
When I watch the Olympics, I think, I can do this.
Game Fight. This is the first time that you guys are actually doing a show together?
Yeah, we have to say that in our estimation, that Taste Buds thing is by far the funniest thing we've ever been a part of. Like every time we've seen it, it's just incredible that she said eucalyptus.
Well, the interesting thing is that when I play games and get very competitive, I go fully offline.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fun.
Yeah, that's a good zone for entertainment.
It's interesting for the viewer. It's interesting for my husband. As long as we leave this show, you know, still married, I think it's going to be great. But we're very excited because we're going to be not just hosting, but also playing.
Competing.
With the families.
Yeah.
So we're going to have two families, Dax's family, my family, and we'll be playing against each other for a while for $100,000, but at the end, the sort of like winning family will try to get them up in their numbers to win the entire show and win the whole $100,000. And we love
That's how the sausage is made, but most importantly, we will be battling one another in the name of our families quite often. And we think that'll be pretty amusing for
my God. Every time we show that, we feel the same way. It's hilarious. What, Dax?
Ellen, imagine how great season 3 would be that we're divorced and have to host it. Now that's a show.
That is a hook.
Yeah. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We will make sure that we keep going until you divorce. That's what we're going to do. We will make sure that's how long we're going to go.
Our kids the last kid goes to college in 12 years. So let's count it 12 seasons. We'll get that divorce.
And then season 13 is going to be a riot.
Oh my God.
I'll be cool.
It's going to be great. Family Game Fight, it's going to be so great. And right now you're looking for families who want to compete on the show. So if you want to be a part of Family Game Fight, go to our website. I mean, who doesn't want to, first of all, just hang out with the two of you, but especially being competitive. So we're going to have a lot of submissions.
But also, families, we just want to be clear. If you created a pod during this pandemic, that's a family. If you've got 3 or 4 best friends, that's a family. If you've got, 2 uncles and a brother and 2 moms, that's a family.
Bring the
like,
emu.
anyone who you love and respect in your inner circle, in our eyes, is viewed as a family. So it does not have to be any type of person. It can be any group.
We don't want any one man who's claiming to be a family, though.
Right,
Let's
it has
be
to be
clear about
more
that.
than one.
Yeah.
More than one. But other than that, anything goes. If you love those people, in our eyes, you're a family. Come play with us on Family Game Fight and win some money.
Yes, and so go to our website and tell us you want to be on gambling. I can't talk. I've talked too much today. I have a certain word count, and then at the end of the day, it just goes to mush. Family Game Fight. Go to our website. We'll be right back.
When you hear the term America's sweetheart, most people think of me. But our first guest is absolutely a close second. Please welcome my friend, Kristen Bell. Oh, I'm so happy to see a friendly face.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you virtually.
I know. I just saw you before you got on camera. You looked like you were yelling at somebody. Was that one of your daughters or Dax or who?
No, just a group of my friends, just yelling at a bunch of people at work, keeping them in line.
That's so you. So, now, what's the story with the bangs? I know there was a big hoo-ha on the internet. Are those real bangs or are they fake bangs?
The fake bangs. It's actually a toupee.
Oh.
Are you... Not a full wig piece, but it's a piece. It goes on here. It's glued to my forehead under here, right? And then this part, these little stringies are part of the piece, and then the rest is me. And you know what? I'm wearing it for this new show I'm doing on Netflix called The Woman in the House. And I gotta say, I've fallen in love with it, and I desperately want bangs, but my husband has said before that a man's only job is to make sure that his partner does not get bangs. So I guess I'll get them if I can find the scissors, because he knows I want them, and I think he feels like he should stop me because he doesn't want to hear me complain 6 weeks from now that I'm trying to grow them out.
Yeah, but I just feel like with Dax, he owes you so much, right? I mean, didn't he just buy a motorhome and park it in your front yard?
Yeah, he did, Chelsea. He was very excited to get a motorhome. We go motorhoming a lot. We like camping and stuff. I didn't realize it was going to be in the front window. I mean, that's literally you look out from the dining room table, the kitchen table, that's what you see. Her name is Big Brown, and it's more of I guess an art installation in the yard now. So I don't know if we'll actually take it out, because he literally loves, every morning he opens the curtains at breakfast and just stares at her. He's in love with her. And he actually installed septic and electric right next to her so that it would be just a full running guest house. So I don't know if he's planning on escaping in there or people come stay. I guess we've got a little apartment on our front lawn.
Yeah, because you guys just moved into a new house too, and then he has to litter it with that.
Yeah. Yes, he does. And that's marriage, that's the compromises you make in marriage. I got to pick out the furniture, and he got to put a motorhome on my front lawn.
I think a nice meeting in the middle and a compromise is that you only go in that trailer home when you have your bangs on.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So the last time Dax was on the show, he showed a picture of you peeing in his brand new car, which I guess is it's a problem that we share, so I wanted to bring it up, because I also urinate a lot when I laugh too hard.
Yeah.
Are you just urinating for urination purposes, or are you laughing too hard and urinating?
I think why I did it was I had a lot of water.
That's my first guess. But here's the other thing is what I've realized, because I pee a lot in the car, I usually bring a mason jar because I know myself. If we go anywhere and I'm told I can't go to the bathroom, I immediately have to pee like more than I've ever had to in my life. It's just, I don't know if it's like a challenge thing, but if we go on a road trip, that place we had like driven to the beach just to see the ocean, and it's a pandemic, so I can't really just, use the public restroom. So I brought my mason jar because I knew I'd have to pee. And yeah, he was not happy because he had gotten the car 48 hours earlier, but I didn't spill any. So I don't know what he's griping about. I did not spill any.
Yeah, I have a similar problem. Like, I don't go to the bathroom for like till 4 p.m. and then all of a sudden I break some seal and I have to go like 15 times before I go to bed. I don't know if that's an age thing or if that's just the way the world is now because of the pandemic. It's made us pee more. I'm not clear.
Well, I will say, yeah, it might be an age thing because the older we get, the weirder stuff is going to start happening. I'll tell you that much.
It's like a long descent, isn't it? All of a sudden things start going and you're like, oh, and you start complaining about your knees or your hips and you're like, oh my God, what am I saying? I'm in my 40s, and then you're like, oh, I'm dying.
Yeah, we're rotting. We're beginning to decompose.
Yeah, that's right, decline. We're going into decline.
And you know what's interesting is and it's partially for this project, but partially just because I've had more time. I've been working out and getting really into fitness more than I ever have in my life. And I'm happy about it. I'm seeing muscles, and I'll look at my, chest or my arms in the mirror, and then I'll catch my face and I'll go, oh my God, I didn't know my mom was in town.
Speaking of mom, tell me about your girls. How are the little girls doing?
You know what? It's a lot to be captured in a house with two children. It's like having NPR on, but 2 different stations at all times. But if it were all questions, there were no facts. It was all, it's good most of the time. But my 6-year-old has pretty consistently done this thing that drives me nuts, where we'll a lot of the stuff we do is, watch movies, not a ton of other things to do. So we'll sit down to watch a movie. We'll be 5 minutes in. She'll get bored, and she'll get up to go do a craft. We get these boxes in the mail called KiwiCo, and it's a obstacle she can build, and she can read the directions. So she'll sit at the table and do it for an hour and a half. She's having so much fun. She finishes her KiwiCo box. Then she comes back to the couch, and 10 minutes before the movie's over, she goes, okay, what'd I miss? And I'm like, that is absolutely unacceptable. She does it every other night. So I'm excited that the world will open again. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think all parents will probably agree with you on that front. Who's in charge at your house of the kids? I mean, who's the alpha in your house, you or Dax?
God, it depends. I mean, we both make the rules, and we do a good job of, passing off the power, but I definitely am more of the pushover. I try to make rules, but I'm also a big fan of make a better argument. If you make a really good argument why you should have a cupcake before bed, okay. But it's gotta be a good argument, and the problem is they're both little prosecutors, so they make really good arguments. So he's more of a rule maker.
Okay, we're gonna be back with more Kristen after this. And we're back with Kristen Bell. Okay, Kristen, I have a couple, I know you got some new rescue dogs. Didn't you? A couple?
I did. Well, I got one, yes. We lost 2 dogs during the pandemic.
Oh,
Bummer.
that's what I heard. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you know what? It happens when they're very old. We got a new one a couple months ago, a tripod. And he's wonderful. His name is Whiskey. But, he lost his leg in a truck accident. Oof. Let me explain why he looks like this. Okay, because that's a rough picture. The only kind he takes. So because he was in this accident and they lopped his leg off, he won't let anyone get near him with so much as a fork, because he has intense PTSD about his leg being cut off. So he has peanut butter and crap stuck in his beard and mats everywhere. And every time I try to break out the scissors, he skedaddles. So he might just be a garbage dog forever. Because, he's rough looking.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a fierce hangover in that photo.
I'm not even sure what leg that is in that picture. It's just it's one of them, I guess.
Well, one of your dogs hits on you, doesn't he?
Big time. And like, I say it and people are like, oh, that might be a bit, she's joking. But first of all, look at the ecstasy on his face right there, okay? So when we got him, this is Frank, we got him from a rescue called the Dog Cafe. I brought him home and I just started to realize, like, oh, this guy is really into me. Like, he's like kind of single white femaling me. And the way he looks at me, they're bedroom eyes. I know what bedroom eyes look like, okay? He looks at me like he's undressing me all the time. And some people don't believe me until they see it, but this dog is into me.
And I hear what you're saying, because I see my dog act like that with my cleaning lady. He is into her. He sees her and he runs and he chases her from room to room all day long. And when she leaves, his head is on the ground for 2 hours until he realizes that she's not coming back and I have to start talking in her accent to get him to pay attention to me.
See, look at that. Dogs can be obsessed with people for sure, and why can't it be? You know, I mean, maybe we're anthropomorphizing them, but maybe it is sexual. We don't know.
Well,
you know,
it's only sexual if we reciprocate whatever feelings. Where it's like, because what happens is, and I think you'll agree with me, when somebody feels that way about you, you automatically are attracted back to them.
When someone's attracted to you, you're automatically attracted to them?
Like in the way that your dog is attracted to you, that when somebody loves you that much, you immediately are loving and sometimes attracted back to them. If it were a human form, definitely. Dog form is a little trickier.
I think no funny business. I got a husband. No funny business, you know?
I don't have a husband, so there's a lot of funny business.
Funny business. I love your funny business so much. Can I just say how much I love your nudes?
Oh.
No, sincerely, because it's one thing to post a nude, and it's quite another to post a nude and promote literacy. And I just have such an intense, there it is, respect for you and what you do. And I almost feel like, you know, you're like the edgier version of me. Like, I'm sort of like the gateway drug to because I'm not doing nudes, but I'm trying also to promote literacy and get people to read and use their brain and critical think. So it's sort of like, come to my feed first if you're nervous about reading, and then once you're knee deep in it, hit up Chelsea's.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And right back at you, because I want to talk a little bit about Hello Bello before we leave, because you're doing amazing things. And I know you supplied a family last year with a year's supply of diapers, right?
Yeah, and then when the pandemic hit, we thought, well, it's time to double down. And so, you know, one of the things when Dax and I started Hello Bello, we wanted people not to have to choose between their baby or their budget. And we created a great product at a very fair price. And we were like, before the pandemic hit, let's give away a week's worth of each week a year's worth of diapers. And then during the pandemic, we were like, we gotta go all in and really help as many people as possible. And I think giving is really powerful, especially when you can do it. I get that feeling a lot. But we wanted to, so we're choosing a family every week at Hello Bello to get a year's worth of diapers and any baby supplies they need. And then that family is allowed to choose another family that they want to give to. So we're just trying to like help as many people as possible, spread the giving so that we can take care of each other and heal after, you know, the mega dumpster fire. 2020.
Good for you, and love that. I love that. We'll be right back with more Kristen after this. Okay, and we're back with Kristen Bell. So, Kristen, we've had conversations in the past about cannabis and about CBD, THC, blah, blah, blah. So I was really excited to hear about you coming out with your own brand, your own line, Happy Dance. So what got you into CBD cream?
Well, like you again, CBD is sort of, it's a strand of the marijuana plant. And again, I'm the gateway to you, I feel like. So you're into the THC biz, which I love. And CBD just improved my life. It really did. And I like, as a sort of budding entrepreneur, to leverage my ability and bring great products to people. And my goal with Happy Dance was really just to sort of demystify the space of CBD, that it's the part that won't get you high, but create trusted CBD products more widely accessible to people everywhere. And it's improved my life. It really just makes me feel like I'm setting the, you know, temperature gauge to exactly the right number in my life. It makes me feel so good. And so we have 3 products. We have a body butter. We have a coconut melt, which is like a great all-purpose. I take my makeup off with it. It's awesome. And a bath bomb.
That's cute.
And now they're available at Ulta everywhere, and it's doing really well, and I hope that it helps a lot of people.
I love all your brands. I love how productive you are. And I think that another thing to keep in mind with CBD, THC, whatever you're into, like, that helped me get into meditation. Like, it helped me calm down. You know, I say, you're talking about gateway, and I say that, you know, cannabis was my gateway drug to meditation. So the combination, I know you talk about therapy, I talk about therapy, but the combination of the two in concert is what really kind of helped me sit down and like listen, you know, and stop talking all the time and listen a little bit more and relax. And so I want to ask you a question about therapy because you're open about that with Dax and stuff. And you guys are both so busy. I mean, you're busier than you've ever been, and so is he. When do you guys get to see each other, and how do you make it work?
Well, you know, it's a different recipe every time. I'll tell you this, at the beginning of the pandemic, we were at each other's throats, and then all the doors locked in our house, like we had to stay inside, and we were like, woof, we need to get a handle on the annoyances. And our therapist, Harry, who I love so much, who the favorite quote he's ever said to me, he said something to me, he said, do something nice today and don't get caught. And I was like, yes, that's how I want to live my life. Harry suggested, since we were both so annoyed with each other, because the reality is, if you're living with one human being, I don't care if it's your partner or your husband or your wife or whoever it is, your roommate, you need to brush up on your toolbox because you will find that person annoying. Relationships take work. He suggested we go to therapy separately, kind of so that we could talk about each other. And we did, and it's been great. So I do, currently right now, what we've been doing the last couple months is, you know, every 2 weeks or so, I'll see Harry via Zoom and complain about Dax, and then he'll give me all the reasons why I'm wrong, and then Dax will do the same. And then by the time we meet up in the evening, we love each other again because our toolboxes are bigger. It's like a very safe, when you have a third party moderating any disagreement, it's always a safer place, because when two people are talking defense mechanisms and cortisol and all that stuff, it just messes up the solution.
Yeah, you always need a third party. Even if you're single, you need a third party to mediate between all of your personalities. Thank you so much, Kristen, for being here. I miss you. I miss your face, and I'm so happy to see it. For more info about where you can find Hello Bello and Happy Dance, go to Ellen's website, and we'll be right back.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. That was a rocky start.
That was a rocky start. This is our first time. Forgive our nerves.
Should we go again?
We're all so nervous. So I knocked the table over, and then did your mic pack fall down your pants?
Yeah, in my butt crack.
Into her butt crack.
In your butt crack.
Yeah.
Is it still there? Would you like to move it?
No, I got it out. It's sitting in a real nice place right
now. Okay, good. Good to know. Hey, it's great to see y'all. Dax, you are working out like crazy. What's happening?
Isn't he a hunk?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't he a hunk? Look at this. Look at this guy.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm embarrassed now. I don't know, Ellen. I don't know why I'm doing it. I think I'm 46, and I'm like, this might be the last chance to, you know, pack on some raw beef.
Did you work out before, though, or is it?
I always worked out, but then I really, in quarantine, you know, there wasn't a ton to do.
There wasn't a ton to do, so you really focused on biceps and butt, because he's always sort of looked a little bit like he was riding a chicken.
Thank you,
And so, but he
really
beefed up his legs, and then now he's a big boy.
Wow.
Fantastic. I got no complaints.
Yeah, will you tell us when we've
crossed
gone
the line
too far?
or
no?
You won't. Just enjoy it.
I encourage it.
Okay, great.
We enjoy it. Now you're working out a lot too.
Yeah, he's not the only one for sure.
She's
but
fit as a
I've seen your arms.
But you know, sometimes he'll help me, which is really sweet, because I'll start doing a set and he'll go, "Are you coachable? Can I give you a no?" And then he'll give me the right move, which is really sweet.
Well, I don't want to, what do we call it, objectify you, but we are married.
Yeah.
Hit her with the buns. This outfit, I couldn't get my eyes off. Look at the buns. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's
Guys, those are hard-working buns
it's not objectification. I am proud because I have put a lot of work into them. And Dax has created
I'm gonna pull my pants down.
wonderful... Dax has created a wonderful space for our family to work out. I mean, tell them about...
your gym doesn't look like something anybody would want a membership to. That's all I'm going to say.
In the Groucho Marx tradition, yes, I didn't want any members applying.
I see.
But look at the product.
But you know, The Rock famously has this gym called Iron Paradise. And so I decided, all right, Rock, I got a little scratch myself. Let's go to war. That's his gym. And now this is Black Mold Paradise, my gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go. Look at the HVAC system my friend Aaron hooked up. That is up to code, everybody. Don't send any inspectors by if you have family in the biz.
It does the job, though.
Listen, between the lazy boy in the house and this, it's not really selling the decor.
We might not have the nicest stuff, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're happy.
God, you were so angry when you did that.
It's not like I can have the house of dreams.
Can we show a video I saw this morning of you? Let's
Well, can I first, before you show it,
okay.
You're in charge, it's your show, but I do think it requires just me to say that...
Ahead of time, yes.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Okay, Reader's Digest person. So, we had this enormous bin in our front yard to get rid of all this construction waste, and we're throwing away all this kind of stuff. 40-yard thing. And so, Kristen came out, she wanted to do some gardening. Where is my white tub? White tub. Yes, it was like this big. I go, oh, I thought that was a part of the property. It was covered in mud. I threw it in that huge bin. Well, now the bin is 2/3 full, and I tell her, it's gone, hon. I'm so sorry. I will replace it.
I said you can't replace a vintage French baby basin, which is what it was. Okay, I purchased it from a flea market. It was beautiful, and I wanted it back.
Okay, so here is
It's gorgeous. You can put drinks in it. You can garden in it.
Refurbished version. This was in a hole in the backyard. Okay. And it looked like there was bird carcass in there. So I pitched it, and I said, I can't go in there. I don't want tetanus. So I went about my business, and then I came back like an hour later, and there's all this trash now around the side of the bin, and I climbed up top, and now I shot this video.
And now this is her looking for that.
So much to enjoy here.
I said to myself, well, I know where it is, right? It's got a finite amount of space. It's just...
What are you looking for?
Listen, here's what I did learn. There is a reason why you don't see the wonderful construction workers in our city, you know, spiffing up the infrastructure in a sundress and rubber Birkenstocks. It's not the outfit to do the job, okay?
She started in clothes. We should say that. We're not entirely insane. You started in an outfit. You got a little
and then
spitzy.
I got spitzy. I took off the dress, but I was still in rubber Birks.
You were in the privacy of a trash dump.
Yep, I was in my own personal wastebasket, and I'll tell you something.
She found it. She found it.
You did find it. Thank God.
We saved at least $60. At least $60 was.
Thank God. We were all just on the edge of our seats. Did she find the French baby basin? All right, we're going to take a break. More with Dax and Kristen after this. We're back with Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard, who I love very, very much. And we have a lot in common all the time. You used to have a crush on Brad Pitt. I mean, kind of who didn't, but, you know, I love him as well. Yeah. And now you've moved on. You have a new crush. Tell everyone who he is.
I'm embarrassed to say I did what these old men do. I got a younger model. Because Danny's only 31. I watched this Drive to Survive thing on Netflix, which I understand you're
Formula
a huge
One.
fan of. Don't hold your applause. Hold your applause. It's a great show. And then I became obsessed with Formula One, and then I interviewed Daniel Ricciardo on the podcast, and then he and I kind of hit it off, and then I pushed hard, got a phone number, and, you know, we've just really been building this thing that's culminated in us seeing the world together, really. I think, well, there's us about to go motorcycle riding, dirt bike riding.
Did you bring him those overalls? Because he
That's London, folks. Just a little sightseeing in London.
They're so cute. I fully support this.
You went tubing with him.
Took him tubing down the San Marcos River in Texas.
Yeah.
And there was a moment that I had been really proud of for about a week, which was I jumped off this bridge while we were tubing. He was screaming, it's too shallow, don't do it. You can hear him, don't do it, it's too shallow, it's too shallow. And then I did it anyways. And
of course.
And then I thought he was so impressed because here's a Formula One driver telling me to be more careful. It was a real feather in the cap. And then I have since realized he's just worried because I'm old as hell. Like, I'm 46. I could be his father. He wasn't worried it was too shallow. He just thought I might break something.
Yeah, that could be it. But he was obviously worried about you. I just want you to know that he and I also, because he was on the show, he and I have formed a relationship. And I didn't have to push hard for a number. And so he has been texting with me. I just talked to him because he had the race in Mexico yesterday. Anyway, he sent me a picture of himself with my underwear on. And I just So,
what great news. What great news. I'm so happy for you guys. So happy. I'm jumping off of bridges. You gave him panties, and now he's... I almost killed myself to impress him.
I wouldn't call him panties. He's not wearing panties. He's a...
Okay, men's unmentionables.
Yeah. But Kristen, you went to the Grand Prix. You went in Austin, right?
Yes.
And you are not as interested in cars as there is someone else there.
Correct. Yes. Well, I mean, I did watch Drive to Survive, which got me into Formula One. I don't sit down and watch the entire race, but Danny had gotten us tickets to come onto the grid, and after watching Drive to Survive, there are some visually stimulating people on that show, you guys.
First of all, does it not look like I am with an 8-year-old at this race? I was worried I was going to get flagged on Instagram for these photos.
Well, yeah. Well, so there's another driver. I mean, I adore Danny, but there's a driver that's just got a face. His name is Charles Leclerc, and so we were with the people that were touring us around. Right?
Right.
They said, "Is there anything else you want to see?" And we're watching them pour dry ice into the cars right before they go. I was like, it looks great. You guys should go for it.
I wouldn't mind popping by the Ferrari car, she said.
Yeah, I said, I just want to get a visual on Leclerc, see what's happening over there. And on our walk over,
we were just about to get to the car, and
I
she
whispered
said,
to Dax, I said, "Hey, you don't happen to have a piece of paper with my phone number written on it, do you?" To which he
that was a joke of the weekend. I must have repeated that 1,000
And what
times.
did you say?
I don't know your phone number. I'd have to write on the piece of paper, Kristen Balls. That's what she's in my phone as.
He said, "I don't have a piece of paper. I don't even know your phone number." So didn't get to slip it to him. Also didn't get a visual, but
she's on Instagram, Leclerc, if you want to,
again,
go
I could be
tubing or
his
something.
mom, so.
Yeah.
Well, I think y'all are you're just so adorable and so supportive of one another in a swinging type way.
But crushes are fun.
No, I know.
You know?
I'm imagining your bedtime stories. We're gonna take a break. More with Kristen and Dax after this. We are back with Kristen Bell, Dax Shepard, and Hello Bello is your brand that's doing very, very well. You just opened your own factory here. That's why you were in Texas, right?
Here in the States.
A diaper factory.
Yes.
Tell everybody.
Now we're the only independently diaper-owned manufacturer in the United States, bringing 150 jobs, and we'll be producing, I think it's 800 diapers a minute on 3 machines. What's 800 times 3?
2,400.
2,400 diapers a minute. We give us
So feed your kids roughage, because we've got the backup for it.
Yeah, if they bring it out, and we're really proud. We're sort of starting as a baby company, but now we're sort of wanting to be viewed as a parent company because we want to be there for parents. And we also started something proprietary this year called the Diaper Fund, which, like GoFundMe, and you can say when you have needs, if you go to hellobello.com and you're in need of diapers, you can set up an account and then you can send it out to your friends and family saying, I need a little extra help for the next couple months or this year. But you can also go on as a rando and just buy diapers for everyone.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool to give parents the support that they need.
Yeah.
And you did a commercial for Hello Bello, which we have to show because it's adorable. We had to cut it down. It's a minute, but here's a little bit of it.
Let me be your ride or diaper. Let me be your remedy. They call me Hello Bello. They call me Hello Bello. They call me Hello Bello. They call me Hello Bello.
Listen, between this, which is so fantastic for many reasons, and what you're doing with Momsplaining, you're helping a lot of people because that's funny and educational. I love it so much. It's doing so well. So if you haven't watched Momsplaining, you should. Family Game Fight, did you have fun, and will you do that again?
We did not have fun, and yes, we'd love to do it again.
It was pretty much the worst experience of our collective 40
2-year career.
It was a lot of work.
Was brutal.
Yes, this game in particular. So this game is called Brain Freeze, and you get a bucket of ice dumped on your head. Well, it just so happened that we shot 6 of these in a row. You get 3 buckets of ice on you per time, so that's 18. And it was 1:30 in the morning. And then we got dried in between every
and
one
we'd
for
have to
hair
run
dryers.
up, but the place to get dried was 2 flights up, so we'd have to run up, sopping wet, 2 flights up, 4 hair dryers on us, run back down, do it all again, and act like we were just totally happy to be drenched. It was the pits.
And then we got home, and we were in the bathroom, and we were dead quiet because we were dead. And we were like brushing our teeth, and I just go, I think that was my hardest day in showbiz. And Kristen goes, without question, it was the worst.
And yet, people ask us, would we do it again? And we're like, absolutely.
Yeah, sign us up.
Well, it's fun for us to watch. All right, for more information about Hello Bello, go to our website. Kristen and Dax are going to play a game when we come back. We'll be back. Very competitive. Dax Shepard, Kristen Bell are going to play one of our favorite games here. It's called 5-Second Rule. All right, no time for the song. It's too good for y'all to be playing. I can't wait to hear your answers. Last time you both played a game, it did not go so well, so we're going to try this one. It's simple. I read a category, and you'll have 5 seconds to name 3 things in the category, and then to stop the clock, you hit that buzzer as soon as you're done. Okay. Kristen, we will start with you.
Okay.
Name your 3 favorite body parts on Dax.
The smile, shoulders, bedroom stuff.
I got to show you guys my bedroom stuff. I have one of the nicest bedroom stuffs in the biz.
And a smile is a body part?
Yeah,
I guess so.
It's a beautiful
lips.
body.
Yes.
Lips.
Sure.
Teeth.
I
Tip
accept
of the
it.
tongue.
But I think you didn't get in time because did she make it in time with bedroom parts? Okay, on the wire.
But I feel like you're just doing that to be nice.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to name it faster than that?
Yeah, it's 5 seconds. It's called the 5-second rule. All right, Dax, tell us 3 things that you say to yourself when you look in the mirror.
Oh my gosh, you're getting old. Oh, your chin should be stronger. Oh, those eyes aren't bad.
Chin should be stronger.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah. Kristen.
Yeah.
Name 3 of Dax's man crushes.
Brad Pitt, Danny Ricardo, and...
Perfect 10, Charlie.
Perfect. I was gonna say Charlie.
Yeah, who I'm trying to become.
Charlie!
Okay. All right. We'll add that on. All right, name 3 of Kristen's crushes.
Oh, Peter Dinklage, Vincent D'Onofrio, T.I.
All right, T.I. All right.
Try to find a through line there, if you will. Peter Dinklage, Vincent D'Onofrio, T.I. Good luck, guys.
I think attraction
She's all over the place. That's fine.
Yeah.
Tell us 3 things your kids do that are very Dax.
Oh, argue about absolutely everything. Times 3.
All right, tell us 3 things your kids do that are very Kristen.
Oh, they're very thoughtful, they're very loving of animals, and they're beautiful.
Okay.
But I guess I argue a bunch, so...
I feel terrible. They have great boundaries. They have wonderful self-esteem.
So sweet. All right, last questions. Tell us 3 things of Dax's you wish you could throw out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, his nicotine toothpicks, all the tissues next to his bed, and this is worth getting out, his literal 700 coffee pods that are sitting next to the side of our bed. How many coffee pods do you
Used
think?
or unused?
Unused. Because in case there's a shortage.
Yeah.
3 things of Kristen's you want to get rid of.
Oh, boy, you're not going to like this. Her dogs, her
shoe collection.
Yeah, it's pretty expansive. When I go into a guest closet, it's not a guest closet, it's Kristen's closet. And then when I go downstairs to a guest cupboard, it's Kristen's cupboard.
Get down on it. You were getting down on it.
I was getting down on it a little bit.
You look fantastic. I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too.
You were here recently with your husband Dax and professing your love for lots of other people. You have a lot of crushes.
I mean, who doesn't? If you don't have a lot of crushes, you are lying. I'm just gonna say that right now. He has a lot of crushes too. We just are, I guess now, one of the only couples that talk about our crushes with each other.
And I think that's healthy.
I do too. And some people think it's weird, but I'm like, but no, there's a trust factor. I love him, but like, I'm married, I'm not dead. Like, other people are attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were, you played 5-second rule with us, and we learned other things about you that I want to have questions, so let's show it. And
okay,
then
follow-ups?
That's why you're here, because I like to follow up.
Follow-ups, got it, got it.
Tell us 3 things of Dax's you wish you could throw out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, his nicotine toothpicks, all the tissues next to his bed, and this is worth getting out, his literal 700 coffee pods that are sitting next to the side of our bed.
So obviously you didn't do that in 5 seconds, but it was important for me to hear those things because I'm curious. So next to the bed are his toothpicks.
Yes.
I understand that. He doesn't smoke anymore, so it's nicotine toothpicks.
You got it.
So he puts that in his mouth before hopefully not falling asleep, because that would be like horrible.
Sometimes I have to remove it from his mouth when
that's terrible. Okay. You don't.
He likes to live on the edge.
Well, he sure does.
Look, he's not drinking anymore. I'll remove a toothpick from his mouth any day,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So then there's tissues.
Yes. He just has a lot of like, you know, air filter stuff. And so at night when he's clearing his throat or his nose from the smog in LA, he's blowing his nose and then puts it there and then blows his nose, puts it there. And this is like, you know, we're watching Yellowstone or whatever and he's blowing his nose and putting it there. And then in the morning, there's just like a mound of tissues. And it's not like it piles up where, you know, you can't move, but every 2 days or so, I just walk in there.
So for 2 days, it'll accumulate.
I got other stuff to do. Ellen.
I know, you're a mother. You have children. You have girls who are how old now?
I have an 8-year-old, and then my 6-year-old will be 7 next week.
And how are they doing?
They are wonderful. They are at the age where they have so many thoughts and opinions, and it's like shocking and great, and we never edited ourselves around them. Like we sort of sometimes will say swear words, and we explain to them that we're sorry, you shouldn't say those words, and they like hate it when we swear. They always call us out. They have all these wonderful opinions, like my soon-to-be 7-year-old asked me about 2 months ago, we were lying in bed and she said, how do I know you're my real mom? And she was having like an existential thing. And I was like, I don't know any other way to prove it to you other than like, you lived in my body, I can show you the DNA proof. And she said, just how do I know you're not really a zombie? And you're gonna peel my mom's face off and prove that you're a zombie. And I couldn't prove that wouldn't happen. Like, I was really stumped. And then, to boot, like probably a week ago, I was in their bedroom and I was putting them down and someone had left like a chair right by their bed and I was like, good night, girls. And I went to kiss them goodnight and I went, bam, right into this like teak hard chair and it bruised and like, I thought I had broken my nose. I've never experienced that feeling before because it was pitch black and it felt like someone out of nowhere just smacked me in the face with a 2x4. And then I had this big bruise and like my nose was swollen and the next morning she was like, I knew it. She thought that this was the zombie coming out.
The beginning of the zombie coming out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you went to go see Magic Mike and I know that you were reluctant.
Did I ever?
In London, right?
I did. I was doing a movie with Ben Platt, one of my favorites, Allison Janney and Karen Sony, and they suggested we go to see Magic Mike. And I was hesitant at first because I didn't feel like that would be my vibe. And I'm gonna tell you, it was one of the best nights of my life. I mean, up there with having my children and getting married. I felt electric. Wow. And it wasn't just because it was like, whoa, there's a lot to unpack here. The show is so not what you think it is. If you ever have had a thought about what you thought the Magic Mike show was, it is like so body positive, like so female positive, so male positive, so every positive. It felt so good and the dancing was so beautiful and I just felt like I was on fire for it.
That's a great ad for that. That's a great ad.
I'm telling you, if you can go see Magic Mike, go see it. And there's a new show about it. We'll be watching that show, guys.
Okay.
I'm not here to promote Magic Mike. I have nothing to do with it.
Well,
but I loved it. I'm just a fan.
You should have something to do with it because that's a good promo. Up there with my marriage and having children. It's like, go see Magic Mike. All right, we have to take a break. More with Kristen after this. All right, that's Kristen Bell in. It's called, it's on Netflix, The Woman in the House across from the woman, no, The Woman in the House.
Across the street.
Across the street
from the girl in the window.
From the girl in the window. It's a fantastic title. And you tell people what it's about, but she's back because I called her, texted her and said, I love this show so much and you're so fantastic in it. And I can see what a hard shoot it was for you too, because you go through some stuff in it. But it's a whodunit, it's funny, you say it.
It makes me so, first of all, getting those texts was such a highlight for me because I don't think anyone has ever done this particular thing before. So it's a satirical slant on the psychological thriller. So I love psychological thrillers and mysteries and stuff, but there is something always sort of formulaic and absurd about it. She's always drinking way too much wine. No one believes her. She's constantly saying, I know what I saw. You know, like, there's just so many pieces of the puzzle that you can predict. And so the show builds, like, it's these building blocks of suspense while also increasing the absurdity. So we're poking fun at all of it from day one. And we had so much fun making it because around every corner, even like on the set, I'd be like, oh, you know when they do this, we should, you know, and I can't, it's very difficult to explain because I don't think this kind of a satire has been done before. But man, was it a blast.
And it also is a whodunit. You're wondering the entire time.
The actual mystery's really good. Yeah. That's the thing. It keeps you laughing, but you're genuinely like, wait, who done it? Yeah. And in these kind of like, you know, Gone Girl, Girl on the Train, they always, the women usually have some sort of an affliction, right? Like they're agoraphobic or in this one, she has ombraphobia, which is a fear of the rain. So which is real. So every time she needs to like find a clue or go outside, it starts to downpour and she like freaks out and passes out in the street. She's also obsessed with giving casseroles to her neighbors. And this is Tom Riley, who is excellent in the show, who, you know, these things usually unfold where this woman is just like, every day is the same. She lost her family. She's drinking a lot of wine. And then a handsome neighbor moves in. Well, what's going on over there, she says. And then she's peeking on them. What does she see? And it was so much fun to shoot other than the fact that we had so many outdoor rain scenes. And I was like, I was like wet.
I thought about that all the time. I was like, oh my God, that is a hard shoot. And just even the sex scene, I know we have to go to break, but the sex scene is every stereotypical, like in, you know, on the stairway, up against a wall, in the shower, and it's just all in one scene.
And that was shot in about 2.5 hours. And God bless my scene partner, Benjamin, because he was so lovely and respectful, but we were like, we're gonna do this, I guess we're gonna do this, because it was meant to be kind of gratuitous. Right. Because those are very romantic and gratuitous, so we just went for it.
Y'all, you sure did. We see lots of your body, and you have a good body.
Thank you very much.
You have an amazing body.
Thank you, Ellen.
All right, we're gonna play a game after this. We're back with Kristen Bell. I've seen her play a lot of messy games on her show, Family Game Fight, and I thought we could play one together. We're gonna play Danger Word. You, KB, but I'm not getting these clothes dirty, so we're gonna play with our teammates here.
Wait, we're getting dirty?
Yeah, they're gonna get dirty.
That was conveniently left out of the description.
Yeah, you're not getting dirty. They are getting dirty.
Oh no, I don't want them to get dirty either.
Well, they're going to. Well, if you lose, they're gonna get dirty.
Okay.
If I lose, they're gonna get dirty. So, America?
Yes.
Hi, America. You are gonna be on Kristen's team.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is America, and I'm from Bakersfield, California. I'm a newlywed. Woo, Bakersfield. I'm a newlywed, and I'm a stay-at-home wife.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And you are?
Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
Where do you live? What do you do?
I'm from Arroyo Grande, California, and I'm a special education teacher.
Thank you for what you do. All right. You should put your goggles on.
Yeah.
Hopefully you won't need them. All right, I'm not going to bore you with the rules, but Andy says I have to do it. So 1 word clues, danger word bad, cannons go boom. All right. We're going to decide who goes first, and I'm thinking of a celebrity's name that starts with a B. Kristen, what do you think it is?
Brad Pitt.
Nope. All right, I'll go first.
Oh.
It was Barry Manilow. All right. Here you go. I'll go first. All right, Courtney.
Yeah.
Box Spring.
Mattress.
Yes. I was scared.
I was too.
That it was I thought that was 2 words. I was like, is that 2 words? All right.
Oh! Wow!
That's how it goes.
No one told me this. America, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Next round. All right, you go first to your teammate.
Can it be a sound? No, it can't be a sound. No.
You don't want to do that anyway.
Okay. Gloss.
Scared.
Stick.
Lipstick?
She said it.
Yeah, it was lips.
Okay.
America, I'm so sorry.
What noise were you going to make? America, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
No, I sincerely did not know.
Can't see.
All right, my turn. Can you see me?
I cannot see you. I can hear you.
America cannot see me.
I can't see you.
That's okay.
All right. Woof. All right. Climb.
Mountain.
Because she just won.
America, if I had said Everest, would you have guessed mountain?
Yes.
Well, turn the cannons on.
All right, for playing, you're both getting a 65-inch 4K TCL TV. The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window is available now on Netflix. We'll be back.